What's up, guys? Alright. We're replacing the toilet too today. First thing you want to do is get your glasses on, safety glasses. Put a mask on. You never know what you're going to be breathing. Okay. Put some gloves on. Oops, there goes the thumb. One of these days I'll get fancy dancy with the tripod and this and that. There. First thing we want to do is we're going to turn off the toilet. Okay, turn that off just like that. Okay. Right down here. Okay, put a little bucket there. I'll flush the toilet. Try to get as much water as you can out of the tank. Okay. Take this up. Alright. Somebody's got a wire on here. Yeah, the problem with the toilet was, one, it's like 20 years old. Two, this is bad. This is your fill valve. It's bad. This is the flush valve. You can see this has the flapper that moves up and down. Somebody's got a wire on here. It's all rusty. It's leaving rust stains in the bowl. And it's constantly running. So you could rebuild it, but by the time you rebuild it, you're paying the same price for a new toilet. I'm using a Glacier Bay $100 model, so round. By the time I rebuild it and all that stuff, you could just put a new one in. That's what we're doing. Putting a new one in. Alright, next step. Taking a wet dry vac, and we're going to pump the water out of the toilet and the tank. First thing you want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you take the filter out. Okay. Let me turn this around. Alright. Bag. Keep the dust out of it. That's face mask. Okay. Okay, empty out this. Alright, there we go. This is a basement bathroom, by the way. Just everybody's wondering. Hardly ever gets used. Okay. Putting this back together. This is a Ryobi cordless vacuum cleaner. And it's really, really nice to have. It works well. I mean, it doesn't have the greatest suction, but it definitely works in a pinch. It's better than hauling around a 5-gallon vacuum cleaner. And I find this to be the easiest way to suck out water. So we're going to do the bowl first. Alright, we got the water out of there. Now what we'll do is we'll put this water right in the sink here. Drain this right down the sink. Paper towels. Like that, good. Okay. Put it back the way I found it. Nice and clean. Okay. Don't be sloppy. A good mechanic is a clean mechanic. I like to say mechanic because that's what we really are. Okay. Alright. Hose off. Drain that out a little bit. Okay. Clean this up. Okay. Filter back on. Make sure it's locked in place. Put this back together. Okay. Put this hose back in. And then what I do is I just take the vacuum cleaner and I blow some air through it. Put it the other way like this. I'll show you. Need some better camera skills. Alright, so I take this. This is the suction port. Here's the blower port. And then I'll stick there. Oops, wait a minute. Yeah. I'll take this end. And then I'll just take this and I'll blow some air through it. Alright. Here's what we're going to do next. The next thing we're doing is we're going to disconnect the hose. Okay. Alright, we're going to disconnect this hose. And then we want to look to see if this is still running. A lot of times these valves are bad. And what you have to do is you have to put, I put one of these caps on. just until I'm ready to reinstall the supply line. Now I don't get water all over the place. Using a 16mm wrench on the supply lines. Okay, take this off up here. Just like that. Next, we're going to break the caps on the toilet. This toilet don't look that old, but it's pretty clean. Alright, we'll go to the other side. Alright, next we're going to pull the toilet. Okay. So, what I would recommend doing is just rocking it a little bit first, because you don't want to rupture your biceps, pull muscle, because if these things are mounted to the floor with some adhesive, construction adhesive, sometimes they're really hard. And if you yank on it, you could actually rupture or pull a muscle. I've done it. So I just like to try to wiggle it a little bit first. Hear it break. That, there, it just broke the ceiling. So now I can move it back. But I'll be right back. I gotta get a drop cloth. Alright, what I didn't show you, I had to carry that beast all the way downstairs from the garage. So I use this hand truck. Tires are flat, so I air them up. This is the customers. I didn't have mine with me. Anyway, then we'll get started on this in a minute. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start dismantling this toilet so I can get it upstairs. Take trash bags. Big ones, big boys. Take all these broken pieces, put them coming right inside that tank. Get rid of this hose too. We're gonna put a new one on. Might as well get rid of that for now. Alright. Just cleaned up. Clean as you go. You don't have to worry about doing it later. This channel's not one of the, yeah, we'll clean that up later, you know, just tackle it, let's get her done. Nah, we clean as we go. You do it the way you want. I'm doing the way I do it, and if you like it, then you'll follow that same approach. Bagged up. We're going to move this out of the way for a minute. This is going to go on. Alright. And we've got another bag. We'll put this bowl in. Bada bing. Okay, there. Put that out of the way. All right, there we go, guys. Now we're gonna take care of this wax ring. You guys see that? Yep, that wax ring. See if I can make this smaller. Alright, so there you go. You get the idea. Alright, we're going to clean up this wax ring. Okay. Let me just give you a good idea. Here's what it looks like. Okay. That one there is just touching. Made in a good, nice seal. So no leakages. It's a little bit of dribbles from when I pulled the toilet, but other than that, that's it. Had a good seal all the way around. Good seal. Alright. Grab your paper towel, lay it here, give yourself a putty knife. What we want to do is we want to take this old wax ring out. Okay, we want to remove that because we're going to put a new one in. Okay, we'll put a new one in. This one here did not have a hub on it. This was a hubless wax ring. Big one too. Yeah, big old wax ring. Big old wax ring. Okay, take this all out of here. Oh yeah, I just want to let you guys know too, I'm not a licensed plumber. So, I'm not, just want you to know that. I'm just a handy dandy man. I've been doing it for a long time, many years. many years, just never went and got a license to be a plumber. That's all. I don't advertise I'm a plumber. Just advertise I'm a handyman. Handyman Dan. I actually like these bolts. I might reuse them. I think I might reuse them. It depends on if I can get it's not gonna fall. It's gonna fall down in there. Yeah, man, this thing is not even attached to the subfloor at all. That's amazing. It's just floating. It's just floating there, buddy. It's in concrete. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'll be able to use that one. And take this one out. Take that one out. Alright. 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 Put that over there. Alright. Put that in the old caulk. Just want to clean that up. Clean this up. You want to put your safety glasses on too. Okay. So they used some good sealant. That's what they used. Usually that was caulk, that would just come right up. Okay. We'll clean this up then. Okay. Alright. Alright. Clean this up, put this in the bag. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to use the new box that the toilet came in, and we're going to put the old toilet in there to haul it out. Okay, do like that. Here's the new toilet. Here's the bowl. And what we're gonna do, you see all that there, you can see that already. Alright. Here's the new wax ring. Okay. Take this plastic off. There you go. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this right on the toilet itself, okay? Just like this. Boom. just like that. Center it with a hole. Okay. All right. Put the Johnny bolts in. Okay. I like using the good washers too. Alright. Alright, put the new washers in. The new bolts, I mean, sorry. Put a washer down on there. Put your nut down on it. Okay. Tighten it up a little bit, make sure that we're centered. Tighten that up. Okay. Okay, your Johnny bolt. That in there. Washer. Nut. Tighten that down all the way. Okay. Okay, make sure it's centered. Okay. And when I say centered, I want to have it centered of the hole. Center of the hole. And I'll show you here in a second. Okay. Okay. Here's what I mean. Here's your bolts, your Johnny bolts. This is what holds the toilet down. You want to have them centered to this hole right here. Okay. And this rough end is 12 inches from here, from the stud sill plate to here is 12 inches. Okay, that's your rough end. So when you buy a toilet, you want to make sure it's for a 12-inch rough end, or you want to make sure you measure from here to center. If the toilet's on, you measure from the wall to the screw. Okay, should be 11.5 because of your drywall. Alright, we're going to put the tank on now, or the bowl, I'm sorry, the bowl. Bring the bowl. First thing we're going to do is just make sure this is cleaned up a little bit here. Alright, so I'll have to do that later. Clean this up. Alright, you've seen I already put the wax spring on the toilet tank. Or the bowl, sorry, bowl. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to take this and we're going to set it over top of this. Line it up with the screws, the bolts. Okay, and then just set it down. What I like to do is just sit on it, so that there, it's cold. It's been outside. The wax ring is a little hard, so if you just sit on it, just a slight jiggle until the toilet hits the floor. Okay, and as you can see, it made contact with the floor all the way around. All the way around. Good. I'll put these bolts in now. Toilet. It's got a little rock, so I'm going to show you how to fix that. Alright, give me a second, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Alright, I'll put these caps on now. Okay. Alright. I'll put these caps on. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you don't need to cut this down. That looks like it's going to cover nice. So we want to put these on. Okay. And these have a little lip. You see that, right? Like that. That goes up. Okay, up. Put a little washer on there. And then we put these little wing nuts on there. Okay. Alright. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other side. Take a walk on the wild side. Alright. This little cap, this piece goes up. A washer. And then your nut. Okay. And make sure everything's centered too. Alright, you want to make sure it's nice and centered. See, like that. Okay. See, nice and centered. You want to have enough all the way around, make it even. Even. Okay, and then tighten it down. We'll do the same thing on this side. Make sure we got even coverage. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. So we have a little rockage. So what I like to do is have these shims. They're plastic shims. Okay, I'm gonna put those in. Okay. I'm gonna put one over here. Okay, just put one over here. Okay. Put one over here on this side. Okay. Tighten these down some more. Same thing on the other side. Okay. Good. Tightening down the other side. Same as the other, just same as that side, but I'm doing it over here on this side. Okay. All right. Tighten it down. All right. All right. Take the cap. Same thing on this side. Take your cap, just like that. Okay. Alright, now we're going to put this tank on. Alright. Take off the wing nuts and the washers that come with the tank. It also comes with a washer gasket. This goes between the tank and the bowl. And you just slip it right on this nut. Just like that. Put that right on there. And then another good idea too is you're gonna just make sure these bolts are snug. Okay? sure it's snug. Okay. Then what we'll do is we pick it up. Okay. And then we put it on the, join the two together. Okay. Yeah, we join these two together. We join these two together in marriage. Okay, that's what we do. All right, and we take the washer and the wing nut, and we put it together. Okay. This is where you gotta have patience. Okay, got one on this side, and we got one on the other side. Okay, you want to snug them up, both sides evenly. You want to make sure the tank is level. I'll show you that in a second. All right. All right. All right. Okay. What I want to show you is the toilet itself. The toilet itself is level. Okay. See, that's level. Okay. All right. Oops. Level. Okay. Could go up on that side just a hair. Okay, that's good. All right, so now let's check this up here. Okay, this here is off a little bit. Okay. This is off a little bit. So it needs to come up on the back side. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put a little shim in there. Alright. Put a little shimmage in there. Loosen it up. Loosen it up a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah. Alright, let me get a shim, be right back. Alright. That's not gonna work. Alrighty. Got a nice plastic shim. Okay. You see the level. Alrighty. Good. Awesome. Alright. We'll hook up the supply line. Got a nice new metal one with a metal end. Alright. Okay, you don't want to tighten that too much, because if you do, you end up turning the fill valve on the inside the tank. So we just want to snug that up. It's got a washer inside of the hose. It's got a washer inside the hose. Okay, you just want to snug it. Once it stops, just snug it here. Okay. You don't want to break it. This is plastic up here. You don't want to end up breaking that. Take your 16-inch wrench. Take this cap off. Take this cap off. Okay. And take this hose. I'm going to put this right over here. You want to make sure you get it started before you go crazy. You don't want to cross thread it. Okay. I like keeping the hose over here too, so it looks a little neater. Okay, just like that. All right. You want to take a look inside your tank. Okay, make sure there's no rubber bands holding anything together. For shipping purposes, everything here looks good. Everything's looking functioning. Looking like it's functioning properly. I'm going to turn the water on, but very gently. Just turn it on. Just turn it on a little bit, not too fast. You don't want to blow out anything. Because sometimes water will poof. You heard it. You could hear the noise when I turned it on. Okay. Check your packing nut. Make sure it doesn't leak. And if it does, sometimes you can just take your channel box and just put a little, just snug it up a hair. You know, just like that. That's all. Tap on it. There's nothing leaking out of there right now. We'll check it in a few minutes. Okay. Oops. Tank's filling up. The bowl's filling up. What we'll do is we're going to flush it here shortly. Check for leaks. Make sure nothing's leaking. Nothing's leaking there. It's dry. A lot of times if this is not tight, the tank, it'll leak back here if it doesn't have a good seal. And then we're just checking to see if any of the water comes out from around here, which we're going to seal this, but this is for testing purposes to make sure it's got a good seal. I don't see no water, everything looks dry. Okay, looking dry. Okay, flush it one more time. Everything's flushing properly. Okay, so get ready to put the seat on now. Alright, put the seat on now. Okay. Lift up these caps. That'll reveal the holes. Okay. We have these. This is what holds them down. These are the bolts. Okay. This nut and washer goes underneath. This bolt and this washer goes up top. Okay, put it right through there. Okay, so just like this. See? Got this washer. And the bolt goes through the top. That stops it from falling through. Okay. This is a quiet closed seat too, so it's gonna sit up like that until you get it tight. Alright, do it from underneath. Get it started. Tighten it all the way up. Okay, same thing on the other side. Okay, we'll make sure it's nice and uniform all the way around. Looks good. Nice and uniform all the way around. Alright, looks good. That way just a hair. Looks good. Okay. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take us a big flathead screwdriver. Okay. You want to tighten these down. Just until they make a creaking sound. I don't know if you heard that, but okay, we're going to do the same thing over here. Did you hear that? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Quiet close. Take the sweet old time. It'll go. Yeah, it's gone. There we go. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Alright, let's go. Any day now. Any day now. There we go. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. There we go. Okay. The same thing for here. Me, Cookie Monster. I want cookies. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, there we go. We got the seat done. Nice seal on the base of the toilet. Alright, guys, we gotta seal the toilet. Make sure it's not leaking. There's a little bit of wetness right there. You might want to turn that a little bit. Okay. Alright. Put a little crank on this. Just like that. We'll check that in a few minutes to make sure it's not leaking anymore. Okay. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to seal the bottom of this toilet. Okay. This is also going to act as an adhesive to secure it to the floor as well. Okay. Got it. Okay. 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 Okay, do the other side. All the way around. Okay. This is also code too, by the way. See on the toilet, that's code. Prevent any sewer gases from seeping into the residence if a seal were to go bad. I'm sure there's going to be some comments. Hey, why did you do it this way? Why did you do it that way? And blah, blah, blah. Like I said in the beginning, this is the way I do it. You can do it this way or you can do it your way. It's up to you. I'm just sharing my experience with installing a toilet. Well, you don't have to like it. I'm not here to impress anyone. Nope. I'm just here to take care of the customer and do right by them. I take care of them, they take care of me. Okay. I think that looks pretty darn good there, buddy. Yeah. Put a little bit more in there. Right around the front. Alright. Remember, leave the job better than it was when you found it. That's my rule of thumb anyway. You can do it any way you like. I don't even want them to know that I was here. That's how I do it. That's how I roll. Alright, put a little bit more right around here. You can see my work on Google. If you just Google American Way Handyman Services from East Windsor, New Jersey, and you can see my work, my reviews. Alright. Well, I think that looks pretty darn good, to be honest with you. Yeah, we're going to leave it just like that. We're going to leave it just like a night. Alright. Alright. I just want to check something real quick. There. I'm just checking this. I want to make sure this is not leaking. What I like to do too is, if I'm going to be here for a while, doing some other work, I'll just put a napkin right underneath there. Right. Just like that. And I'll check it periodically, just to make sure it's not leaking. Right now it's not leaking, so everything's good. Alright, we sealed around the toilet, sorry. Tub. I'll retard sometimes, I know. Alright, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. Looks good, looks good. Looks good, looks good. Alright guys, that took me about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes, getting everything up here, bringing it in from the garage. We'll go an hour 15 minutes. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You learned something from it. Thanks for watching. And again, I'm on Google. Search American Way Handyman Services, East Windsor, New Jersey. You can take a look at my work. I got plenty of pictures and reviews. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.